What's good, people? Today, we're going to be checking out some reels that are going around social media that might make you ask some questions. Let's get it started. Before we begin, this video is for entertainment purpose. On to the videos.
Wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right? Yeah. I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
They can't scare you, they can't control you, they can't, they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They wanted to.
Kanye talking about they can't control him. He also talking about how they wanted to medicate him every day. I mean, I remember him going into the hospital back in the days. I don't know if he was being medicated or not, but I mean, it's true what he's saying, that if he was taking meds, they could have like easily switched up on him because he has been talking a lot, and they would have made it seem as if he has some sort of mental issue. I mean, it's a story that it's not new to our ears. We've heard stories like that before about celebrities when they go out, but only they know what happened. On to the next.
The sinking of the Titanic was the design of the Jesuit order to get rid of the opposition to the creation of a central bank in the United States.
And the men on the Titanic were opposed to a central bank. They had to die. Among those were John Jacob Astor, Isidor Straus, Benjamin Guggenheim, and a host of other millionaires who were opposed to a central bank in America. Therefore, they had to be taken out of the way. And they were on the Titanic.
The company building the ship was owned by J.P. Morgan, who was himself an agent of the Rothschilds family, the Rothschilds being the bankers for the Pope and the Vatican. The main Jesuit targets were brought on board. The captain of the ship was Edward John Smith. It appears from his actions that Captain Smith was a Jesuit coadjutor.
The sinking of
So are they telling us that the Titanic was just a plot to get rid of them millionaires they were opposing to them central bankings that they have currently? Does this mean that the Titanic, which is a 4-hour long movie, was not based on a true story? I'm glad I never gave that movie a chance. It was just too long of a movie for it to sound appealing to me. I never gave it a chance, I'm not gonna lie, so I don't feel as if I wasted any time with the Titanic. It was just cap. That gesture is very familiar. I remember seeing a lot of people doing that gesture growing up. I thought it was related to some sort of religion, but man, they're just straight out making a star. I never connected the dots. If I would, I mean, I would have found out a star. I would have been drawing a star without wanting to.
I just want to thank my Munchkins. I want to thank my manager, James. I want to thank my producer, Riot, for making the best music with me. Shout out all the other nominees in this category. I want to thank my label, 10K Capital, for always supporting me. And of course, God. Without God, none of this would be possible. Shout out the Bronx. Thank you guys, I love you so much.
did seem as if Taylor Swift was just shaking her head right after Ice Spice was giving thanks to God. I hope that Taylor wasn't just hating because she was giving a shout out to the one and only up above, but it did seem that way. I'm not gonna lie. Also, what's her name? Ice Spice giving thanks to God, wearing an upside down cross and throwing them signs she was throwing out of the Super Bowl. So we could have spoke to someone who was wearing a mask at any time of the day and think that we were talking to someone that looks a certain way, but we never even really knew what he looked like. Crazy world we're living in. Just crazy. Them masks look real. They be saying that a lot of people be wearing them masks. I don't doubt it. They look real. The Simpsons added with another one. And this one, it seems as if Bart was writing, "I will not fight the future." What does he mean by that? I will not fight the future. I don't get it. What are you trying to tell us, Bart?
Because we're aliens. And that's how we roll.
TV is slowly rotting your brain and turning it into a slimy, gooey, mushy blob of pudding, and there's nothing you can do about it. See? I just told you what was happening, and you're still watching TV. Amazing.
They're finally rotting your brains.
Dude was not lying about how he mentions that TV be rotting people's brains. I believe in it. There's a lot of junk on TV nowadays. But I just heard somewhere, I believe it was also a video I was watching, that they're saying that TV isn't being watched as it used to back in the days. I guess YouTube took over. I guess YouTube's doing numbers nowadays. Nobody really cares about cable. There's just a lot of things going on YouTube that I guess people are not interested on TV no more.
No one is safe in 2024. They closed off the neighborhood because of low oxygen levels. Something big is changing our planet.
Tens of thousands of dead fish washed up on the Texas Gulf Coast this weekend. Officials say the fish suffocated because of low oxygen levels in the water.
Not only is this in the USA, the same exact thing is happening all over Japan. Many residents were seen collecting the fish to sell and eat, even though they were warned not to do so. This could lead to another outbreak. What do you think? No one is...
Did they just say that one of those neighborhoods was closed off because of low oxygen level? Since when is low oxygen level even a thing? Is that even real? I mean, I get it if it's they say low oxygen level in the sea, but not out here. I mean, somebody let me know if you know about this down below. witchcraft caught on camera. I don't know. That seemed as if she was poking her with something because the girl immediately turned around as if she felt that pinch or whatever she was doing. As if she must have been poking her with something. But I don't know about witchcraft.
The president promised help is on the way, and today, help has arrived.
9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
If I ever hear the government say that they're going to send help to the area that I'm in, I'm leaving that area as fast as possible. Can't even trust people saying that they're going to help nowadays. That's just the world we're living in today. Sad but true. On to the next one.
Anybody who wants to go into politics, they're all puppets. There are 150 and they're all men that run the world. Period. Full stop. They control most of the important assets. They control the money flow. And these are not the tech entrepreneurs. Now, they are going to get rolled over the next 5 to 10 years by the people that are really underneath pulling the strings. And when you get behind the curtain and see how that world works, what you realize is it is unfairly set up for them and their progeny. Anybody who wants to go
Politics being puppets. Sounds about right. I mean, somebody's got to be behind that curtain, as he mentions. Politics were just never appealing to me. And that hasn't changed.
Okay, just wait for it. Watching Fox. And something just flew by these military planes. What was that?
That could have been just a drone going the opposite way, making it seem as if, making it seem as if it was just flying super fast when it really wasn't. Then again, it could have just been some sort of bird or something.
I'm not popular when I say these things, but I'm usually right. When this happens again, like it did from 2020 to 2022, without going into details, it's going to happen again. People will be mass brainwashed, the mass mentality and the mass mobs will form together, and the cycle will start again. I can literally tell you the niches where it's going to happen. Climate change, another pandemic, and food supply chain.
I hope this dude is wrong, but it does seem as if we're gonna get hit with another pandemic. It's talked about, so most likely it could come to fruition. Hope I'm wrong though, because I don't think anybody wants to go through that, being locked up again, wearing masks. That was just not it. That's not living.
You know when Alex Jones said that the tap water is turning the frogs gay? What if the treatment plants, women take the estrogen pill, right? That's what the birth control is, basically superpowered estrogen. And remember, when you take a pill orally, most of it gets urinated. Heavy urinated estrogen gets peed into the water stream. That water is known as what? A recyclable commodity. So water just gets recycled through what? A treatment plant. You're drinking water full of piss and estrogen if you drink tap water. Just
I drink spring water.
Good. The water goes to the treatment plant. It doesn't treat for estrogen. Look it up. And that water comes back to the tap. So now you have men, believe it or not, like it or not, drinking estrogen water. Now, does this provoke to the feminization of men, yes or no? Who knows? But all we do know is that it's turning frogs from male to female, and it's happened. Just don't drink tap water. Why would you drink water? You don't know what's in the pipes. You don't know the quality of the water. Bro, look at all the movies. Look at The Dark Knight, dude. They're out here trying to kill the city up through the water supply.
I can't really recall the last time I drank tap water. For sure, it must have been in my pup days. Wouldn't be a bad idea to add a water filter system to the house as well, because I'm sure water be getting through our pores, especially if you like taking hot showers. So I'm not the one who's trying to be taking showers with estrogen on. I'm good with all that.
So they say the O negative
is or the O, I should say, is the oldest blood type. Then you have A, then you have B, and then you have AB being the newest blood type. They say AB came around about 1500s. Now we've talked a lot about how timelines are incorrect and everything else, but let's just say a new blood type appeared in the 1500s. AB. Who was creating a new blood type? This takes it to a whole nother thing. GMOs and genetic engineering and all the kind of stuff we've been told about has only really been taking place for like the last 60 years, we'll say. But now you start to think, okay, if a new blood type came about, who was manipulating the blood of the people so that they could create a new blood type? Something to think about. The O negative blood type, an O negative person can give their blood to a dog, a canine, or canites. You know that whole phrase where they say canites and canines? It's interesting.
Modified blood sounds crazy, but it doesn't really surprise me nowadays.
Europe is referred to as the Old World, and the power structure of the Old World was referred to as the Old World Order. I mean, the old Romanov dynasties, the Rothschilds of England, the banking dynasties throughout Europe, and the whole power structure of what we call Europe was the European Old World Order, and it dominated the world for almost 1,600 years. Europe has dominated the world. But with the coming of America, or Christo Columbia, the founding of America, we now are in what we call the New World. Consequently, there is a New World power structure in Western civilization and centered in America. And so that's what George Bush is talking about. A New World Order is a New World fraternal order, because the word in the dictionary means a fraternal or a knightly order. Like the Masonic order, a lodge. And so what we're talking about, New World Order, is a power structure centered in the New World.
Conspiracy of this oligarchy to bring about this global government upon the ashes of the United States of America. And all of you would be enslaved or slaughtered if you don't go along with their gig.
The new plan.
The plan, the New World Order, Novus Ordo Seclorum. It's on the dollar bill. Adolf Hitler wrote it. George Bush is implementing it.
Right.
Dude said that the New World Order is a power structure. You can either be a slave or get slaughtered. Like that. Damn. I don't think people would give in to becoming slaves that easy. I think they would probably go out fighting. I mean, I want to believe that there's a lot of woke people around us that just wouldn't want to let that become a reality. But what I do see as some sort of slavery is with the digital currency that they're trying to implement. That means that money as it is doesn't have any value, but with digital currency, you're not gonna have control or power over your funds, which is not cool. I hope it never gets to that point, but it does seem as if we're headed to that direction, sadly.
And finally, we save the best for last. The all-seeing, all-knowing, all-partying. I love you, Jay-Z. Illuminati, confirmed.
What cartoon is this? What a crazy episode. Or is this like a cartoon? An Illuminati cartoon? Crazy how Jay-Z and Beyonce popped out of that pyramid. I wonder what that cartoon was about. Then again, I ain't got time to go look for it. The before and after pics of them celebrities look crazy. They went from being regular people to some unhappy people, especially The Weeknd. It seemed as if he was battered up in them pictures at the end. What did he hand to Michelle? What do you guys think he gave Michelle Obama? Write down your opinions down below. Dude could have just been nervous. Couldn't find where to put his hand in. That's it. Not everything has to be a conspiracy. On to the next.
Really? I mean, have you been on the internet? People are out there saying that we're ruled by giant lizards and that Elvis is alive. You can't think of anything crazier?
And it could be a drone. However, if we watch the video once or twice, this object isn't moving at all. Now I have searched the internet for
How is Obama gonna be acting like he never watched none of these reptilian videos that are going around on YouTube? I mean, is it true about the reptilians? Who knows? I've never bumped into one, nor do I want to. I mean that just in case they do exist. But that little mosquito looked crazy. It seemed as if it had some numbers on its back. Was it like a mini robot? Like a spying device? Crazy how far technology has gone. Also, did you guys see the Pope? He shook the spot quick. He vanished off the picture. Crazy video. It didn't even look edited either. It looked legit.
Simpsons are warning us for 2024.
Are the Simpsons warning us, or are they really just trying to say that we live in a dome? What do you guys think about this clip right here? Go ahead and leave your opinions down below. I want to hear what you guys think about this. And the Simpsons, they've been everywhere.
Don't you find it strange that 15 billionaires built bunkers in the last week? What do they know that we don't? Billionaires, including Mark Zuckerberg, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, and even President Biden, are hastily constructing their own bunkers. Conspiracy theorists argue that these swift actions cannot be mere coincidence and must carry a deeper, meaningful implication, especially given the heightened global tensions we currently face.
If I was a billionaire, I'd probably build a bunker myself. I mean, when you have money like that, I don't see anything wrong with being a little precautious. After all, we all know that nukes exist. But I don't know, how long you can live underground for. Even if you have a nice bunker with the with a very good oxygen system, I mean, you have to make sure that you have backup batteries. I don't even think you can depend on just one oxygen system. I'm pretty sure you have to have a backup for oxygen as well. Make sure that you can stay down there for a while. But how long can you stay down there for? If eventually you're gonna have to pop up out on the surface again, and if they let nukes fly all over the place, there's gonna be radiation floating around for God knows how long. So, can a bunker really save lives? Who really knows? I mean, it might help for a little bit. The question is for how long, and that's if you don't bump into no sort of electrical issues or mechanical issues with your equipment, because if you do, you're hit. Mom just pulled out a tsunami kit, an earthquake kit, a sinkhole kit. The one that did stand out was the zombie kit. I mean, we've experienced all the other ones before, but we have never experienced a zombie attack or a zombie apocalypse before, and I don't want to either. Are the Simpsons trying to tell us something again? Simpsons are just all over the internet nowadays. With that said, I'm clocking out the spot, but I'll see you guys on the next one. Be cool, everyone.